Good morning, friends. My name is Hannan and today I am here to teach you a basic topic of chemistry, that is functional group. So today I am going to teach you some of the basics and how the bonding is made in the functional groups. So starting with the basics, the first group, that is first of all we should know what is the heteroatom. So for your kind information, I must tell you that the atom which is in the replacement of hydrogen atom in a alkane or any saturated or unsaturated compound, it is called as a heteroatom. For example, if we add a heteroatom, for example, if we take an example, basic example from our book, that is CH4 and it is of methane. So here we can see that there is only one carbon atom, and therefore for your information, that is it is one carbon atom, so it is also known as methane. So we will create a bonding between that, and it is like that. The tetravalency of carbon is getting completed. But if we remove one hydrogen atom from this carbon atom and then add an atom, example, we will add chlorine to it. Okay, so if we add chlorine to it, so the formula would be CH3Cl, because one element of one atom of carbon, three atoms of hydrogen, and one heteroatom, that is I must tell you that heteroatom, that is in the replacement of hydrogen atom, we had replaced hydrogen atom in this bonding, and therefore it is known as CH3Cl, and it is also a common name for chloroform. So this is mean by what is this is the basic information about what is the heteroatom. Now we are going to learn how to add this heteroatom, and there is a separate branch in chemistry known as functional groups. So for these functional groups, you must learn that I think you guys all you already understood what is a heteroatom. Now let us go on with the functional group. So the first functional group I am going to talk about is the halogen family. So a short trick to by heart it, I must not tell that, but there are five elements in the halogen group. So first of all, I write those elements. What are those elements, and then I'll explain that what would be the concepts for that. So first of all, let us write the halogen family. So let us write the names of this. Take these much only examples for our understanding. So now here we can see that there are four carbon atoms in it. The chemical bonding of it would be H, 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 and H. Now, if you remove one hydrogen atom from here and add the atom that is called as chlorine here. So after adding this chlorine atom to this methane atom, that was originally methane, that is was CH4. But when we add this chlorine to it, the chemical properties of this compound would directly change. All the chemical properties that it will show, that it will demonstrate, would be differently, and therefore this is called as a functional group. So I expect that you all would understand what is a functional group. When we add an heteroatom to any carbon compound, and then the chemical properties and also the physical properties of that element, not element, compound of that element completely changes, it is called as a functional group. So we are adding the functional group like halogen family. Now to just to represent it, that for your kind information, one more information, that when we reduce one hydrogen atom from a alkene group, and then the group would be named as methyl group. Sorry, no, it is the general name, and the general name for it will be alkyl group. When we reduce one hydrogen atom, for example, if we reduce one hydrogen atom from this compound, that is CH4, we have reduced one hydrogen atom from it, and then it becomes a alkyl group. Now it was alkane group because there was a single bonding between carbon atom, single bond, single bond, single bond, single bond. So it is alkane. But when we remove this hydrogen atom from it, then it becomes a alkyl group, and those alkyl groups form the functional groups. So it is first functional group, that is halogen family, and we have added some of the atoms for it: fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. And just to name the IUPAC name, it would be another topic for you. But if you are adding chlorine to it, we should name it after the compound, that is chloro. If you are adding bromine to it, we should name it bromo, and if you are adding iodine to it, it would be named as iodo. Represent the basic formula or general formula for this, it would be RX. This would be named as a methyl group, and this would be named as a halogen family. This is halogen family, and this R is representing the methyl. Why this group is named as the oxygen? Because as you can see in your textbook, there is one oxygen atom in that. If you take it alcohol, aldehyde, ketone, carboxylic acid, ether, ester, any one of the example, you will find one oxygen atom compulsory in that. Therefore, it is named as a heteroatom that is related to oxygen. So first of all, we'll talk about alcohol. So the general word, which is a general wording, which is used to represent alcohol is OH. It is OH, and the general formula for that, if it is being represented by OH, so simply we can say that the general formula for alcohol would be ROH. What is this R? R is the alkyl group, and OH is the hetero atom which is being added, that is alcohol, and it would be placed in the ending of the name. I will take an example, that is CH4. It is like methane. Now, we will draw the structure, the formula for methane. That is H, and H. Now, for making it an alkyl group, we must remove one hydrogen atom. And if we add the OH group to it, the OH group, sorry, it is the bonding. So if you add OH group the carbon atom, then it will create some of the bondings with that, and it should be named not methane, but it will be named as methanol, because of alcohol group, that is alcohol, is being added to that. If it is a methane atom, then when we will add the alcohol group to that, then it would be named as methanol, etc., etc. Okay, so this is of the kind of enzyme that is added in the yogurt. So yogurt, it is found in yogurt, generally found in yogurt. So just for your basic knowledge, aldehydes. Uh, one thing is basic, that carbon atom would be must there. So we will represent the general formula for aldehydes. Okay, so it is simply, first of all, I would name it that CHO. The name of the aldehyde, that is CHO, RCHO. So here we can find that how to draw the structural formula for that. I will represent it. That is C double bonding of O. H atom is the hydrogen atom, and it is carbon atom. Therefore, it is called as CHO. And to fill the tetravalence of carbon, we can simply put it this bond, and we'll add any atom to it. It doesn't matter. That's it. So this is a general formula, and this is it is a structural formula. It's a general formula representing the aldehydes. Okay. So at the end, so for example, we take methane. Now we'll take methane. Now we will take methane. After adding this methane, what we have to simply need to do is just remove this E and add Al. It would be methanol. It would be methanol. And similar to that, ethanol, propanol, butanol, pentanol. As you see that there is only one. There is only one oxygen atom here. So just to represent it, we will just draw it to structure the formula. One carbon atom is compulsory because it is carbon compound, and we'll draw double bonding between O. And as you can see that this double bonding is completed, and now we will add any methyl group to it. We will add CH4, anything to it. Okay. So now what is the suffix for that ketone? So the suffix for the ketone is ONE. Example we'll take of methane, a basic example that we all know. So we'll write methane here, and so just to represent the example, I'll take ethane. So for ethane, it would be two carbon atoms there. So if you write ethane there, ethane. So if you remove this E and add this ONE, it would be ethanol. That's the example.